this episode of Off the Script Extra is Kurt Angle returning to the WWE. Let's talk about it.
Fill your glasses up and put your headphones in, because it's time for Off the Script. And all you fucking goons and assholes, get in line and hit subscribe, because it's time for Off the Script. Hit the like button and share it around. You can even pull your fucking pants down, because it's time for Off the Script with JD from New York 206, because it's time for Off the Script, because it's time for Off the Script.
We've seen the Warriors, we've seen the Stings, we've seen the Bret Harts, we've seen the San Martinos, we've seen the Goldbergs, the Lesnars, but there's always one name that seems to be floating around the WWE when it comes to rumors and returns, and that is Kurt Angle. Out of everybody that I just mentioned, Kurt Angle was always the one, besides a CM Punk, which is probably going to take a very, very long time. But besides Punk, Angle has always been the one that I've always wanted to see return to the WWE. And there were rumors going around that WWE didn't want anything to do with Kurt Angle, with his history of just mental issues and alcoholism and driving under the influence and drug abuse, and Kurt Angle battling his demons. Kurt Angle has repeatedly said on various podcasts for close to 2 years now he has been absolutely clean. He's cleaning up his life. He's having another child. He's in a good place right now. And he's getting his life better. And that's all we can ask. And there were rumors going around that Kurt Angle actually spoke to Triple H about a possible return. And Triple H didn't want anything to do with it. And it was ultimately going to be up to Vince McMahon. He said Vince McMahon's going to be the one to ultimately make those decisions. And Vince McMahon didn't want anything to do with that because of the previous issues that Kurt Angle has put himself through. They didn't want anything to happen to Kurt Angle on their watch. They didn't want to have Kurt Angle drop dead in the middle of the ring. They didn't want him passing away under their banner. So Vince McMahon was really against bringing back a Kurt Angle for those reasons. But there's a lot of money to be made in a Kurt Angle return. There's a lot of fantasy warfare, really, real fantasy warfare, that comes along with Kurt Angle coming back to the WWE. And Kurt Angle and the Royal Rumble is a hot topic right now. But the thing is, with the Royal Rumble, Kurt Angle has dates that he must be obligated to. I know he's working with What Culture Pro Wrestling. I know he's going up against Cody Rhodes somewhere between the middle of January and the middle of February, sometime in between there. He's got a few things that he's got to square away. But as of this afternoon, WrestleZone is reporting that Kurt Angle is telling radio stations and various other outlets that he's going to be back in the WWE by April. Now, is this true? Is Kurt Angle jumping the gun? I don't know. But Kurt Angle and the Royal Rumble right now is a very hot topic within the world of WWE rumors. Apparently, Kurt Angle has reportedly been contacted by WWE about a Royal Rumble appearance. Former WWE superstar Kurt Angle has been very vocal about wanting to return to the WWE, and now there seems to be a possibility that he could end up returning to the company. And Angle left TNA Wrestling earlier this year, and it's been talked about ever since his contract was up with TNA. He's made it very well known online and in interviews that he does not plan to retire. Instead, he simply planned to leave TNA. He was asked then if he wanted to return to the WWE, and has pretty much been telling everyone that he would love to return for one last ride. He spoke with both Vince McMahon and Triple H, but at the time he was told that they did not have a use for him, which is complete fucking bullshit. How don't you have a use for Kurt Angle? I don't understand that. That's complete fabricated bogus garbage. It's Kurt Angle. You make use for him. The brand split occurred, and WWE was forced to hire a lot of former stars to come back and help fill their rosters. Angle, of course, felt that he might have an opportunity to return down the line, and with fans behind the return, it made sense to think it could happen. According to PW Stream, it appears that WWE has contacted Kurt Angle about a return for the Royal Rumble, where he would appear in the Rumble match itself as a surprise entrant. Of course, this is only a rumor as of now. There are rumors that others are also set to return, so this comes as no surprise. Each and every year, WWE tends to bring someone back to take part in the Royal Rumble match, or they make a major debut. Last year, AJ Styles was that big debut, which fans were hearing about for weeks leading up to the event. The talk regarding his WWE deal became so major that WWE.com had to report on the rumors. While Kurt Angle is toward the end of his career, there may at least be a Rumble appearance for him on the table. Bubba Ray Dudley's return to the Rumble one year led both he and Devon to returning to the WWE, and they are about as far into their careers as Kurt Angle is with his. Angle has proven he can still work at a high level as well, and fans want to see him back in the company once again. While we cannot expect him to make a WrestleMania appearance this coming year, we can at least get a Rumble appearance out of him, knowing the pop, and the fans would love it, and the fans would get behind him, and everybody would mark out, per se. If this becomes major, there could be a shot for Kurt Angle to return on a bigger scale. If WWE is willing to bring back Bill Goldberg, there is really no reason to think Angle would be going up against as much as Goldberg. Angle was always seen as a major team player with WWE and did everything that was asked of him. He also made Vince McMahon and WWE a lot of money. He did not leave the WWE in the best way, but there is no reason to think he could not end his career with WWE after having one last match at the very least. Angle spent the better part of his career with TNA Wrestling, which is very well documented, which he took due to the lighter schedule and ability to help a new company succeed as their top star. He arrived just as TNA was really headed for greener pastures. It worked out well for TNA as he helped to lead a great TNA roster for years. Sadly, the last few years have not been great for TNA, but he once led an organization that could have done damage to WWE if it had been properly promoted and led. Kurt Angle has never really said a lot of bad things about the WWE, even when he was a part of TNA. The only time things ever came up was when a story progressed to it. That said, WWE rarely holds grudges. The only reason why Angle has been brought back, or has not been brought back sooner, may have to do with his history of drug problems. However, if Triple H was willing to let Scott Hall teach the kids of NXT down at the Performance Center, and the fact that Vince McMahon let Scott Hall come back and into the Hall of Fame, knowing of his issues, which continue to still be a thing, Angle may not be an issue. Kurt Angle went to rehab and solved his drug and alcohol issues years back, which was great to see. This should have been the only thing holding him back, but for some reason WWE has yet to use him. If he does come back at the Royal Rumble as rumored, then it would be an absolutely memorable experience. If they do not bring him back at all, there is something more that WWE is holding against Angle that makes them unwilling to let him return. Now, as of today, mere hours ago, from WrestleZone.com, for those wondering about Kurt Angle and a possible return to the WWE, it may be coming soon. Now, Angle has made it known that he does not plan on taking any more independent bookings after March 2017. Dave Meltzer noted this week that he told promoters that he is doing and is going to be with WWE this coming April. Keep in mind that WWE has denied previous rumors about Angle, and people close to Angle have made similar claims before. The fact that he is not taking any more independent dates after March could be a sign that he has worked out something with WWE. Now, that's the end of the report. He's been telling people that he's going to stop taking independent dates and that he will be back with the WWE in March and April, okay? Now, my take on this entire thing is this does not necessarily mean he's going to be in the Royal Rumble at all, okay? That does not mean he's going to be at WrestleMania at all. I think it's a little bit too late for that angle hype for the Royal Rumble. You already have the Rumble with Lesnar and Goldberg, okay? I would love a confrontation between Angle and Lesnar. Maybe you save that for next year. Not 2017, but 2018. The Royal Rumble is going to be star-studded, okay? WWE has 2 rosters between Raw and SmackDown. They are going to fill that with the best possible talent that they have right now. Also rumored, you got a returning Finn Balor, okay? You got NXT possibilities and Ty Dillinger and Samoa Joe making the rounds as far as rumors go. Do you really want Kurt Angle to come back at the Royal Rumble? And do you really want that to be overshadowed by everything else? You got a lot going on in the Royal Rumble right now. I think Kurt Angle coming back is as big or if bigger than all of that combined. So you don't want to mix that type of huge occurrence with everything else that you got going on, because for the first time in years, you have Goldberg and Lesnar in the same Royal Rumble. And the WWE is building this Royal Rumble around Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. So putting Angle in the Royal Rumble, it might take away from what is a huge moment. I do not think that WWE is going to overload the Rumble with that type of situation. Okay, that's just me. What I do think is happening. Now, you got to keep in mind, okay, for everybody that's come back in recent memory, the Warriors, the Stings, the Goldbergs as of this year, what is one thing that they have in common? And I've mentioned this before when reporting Kurt Angle in passing. Kurt Angle may very well sign with the WWE. He may very well be contracted to the WWE in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not as an active performer. Maybe soon as 2017 rolls around and we get into the spring and the summer months and you got those video game conventions just coming up and popping up one after the other, WWE 2K18 is going to need something to build and promote their next game on. Whether it's a showcase mode, whether it's a DLC character, whether it's a pre-order bonus. Goldberg was seen as the pre-order bonus this year. Sting, the previous year. Warrior, the previous year. Hogan, etc., etc. I think Angle is going to be a part of what WWE 2K Games has going on with WWE 2K18. We're not going to see Kurt Angle on WWE television. The next time we see Kurt Angle on a WWE program is going to be in a commercial promoting the Olympic gold medalist, one of the greatest of all time, promoting WWE 2K18 as their DLC or pre-order character. He is going to be the cover athlete for WWE 2K18. That relationship is going to be mended through 2K18, just like it was for Warrior, just like it was for Goldberg, just like it was for Sting, who promised never to return to wrestling, especially with WWE. You know? And that's how all these legends have come to a truce and a pact and an agreement to work with WWE. When was the last time you think Goldberg was going to be in the WWE? Did you ever think that Goldberg would come back to the WWE in 2016, be on the cover of a video game, and then squash Brock Lesnar in 90 seconds at the Survivor Series? Now, rumors going around that he's contracted for 13 matches? So what the fuck does that mean? Is he going to win the Royal Rumble? Is he going to be the Universal Champion? 13 matches is what's going around. Rumors that Goldberg has contracted to with the WWE. When was the last time you'd think about that? Never. Nobody thought about that. Nobody even came close to predicting that. Angle will be with the WWE for 2K18. And then he's going to be back on television and maybe given a contract and maybe given another run, maybe in the Royal Rumble, maybe setting up something with Brock Lesnar at the 2018 Royal Rumble. Because that's something I'd love to see. There's a ton of people in WWE I'd love to see go up against Kurt Angle. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Rusev. There's a ton of guys in WWE I'd love for Kurt Angle to go one-on-one with. But I think the money match, I think a rematch, one of the biggest fucking moments in WrestleMania history with that Lesnar-Angle World Championship match years back. Why wouldn't WWE want to capitalize on that? And that would be Brock Lesnar's last contracted year with the WWE. What a way to go out if he doesn't come back. A rematch. An epic fucking encounter. These two meet again in 2018 at the same fucking place in which they made history. Angle, Lesnar, WrestleMania. I would love that, man. Can you imagine the fucking hype around that match? Holy shit. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. I think Angle's going to be with the WWE, but not in the capacity that we are thinking. He's not going to be in the Rumble. I think it's a complete waste. I think Angle will be with WWE 2K18. He's going to be the cover athlete. He's going to be the pre-order bonus or the DLC bonus, whatever the case may be. He's going to come back the following year, and I think that's when we see Angle, Lesnar, Rumble, Mania. You guys get my drift. That's what I think is happening. But if they put Kurt Angle back on WWE television right now, if they put him in WrestleMania right now, it's just forcing the issue, and you're not letting it progress naturally. You're just bringing Kurt Angle back because it's fucking Kurt Angle. Everybody's going to flip for it, but unless you have a planned situation for Kurt Angle in the Rumble, and you have a planned match already for him for WrestleMania, it's no point. Because there's so much going into this Royal Rumble right now that I think Angle coming back is overload, and it's not going to look as important. Lesnar, Goldberg, Balor possibly returning, Samoa Joe making his main roster debut, there's talk of The Undertaker being in the Royal Rumble. There's just so much going on, you don't want something like that to be overshadowed. That's all I'm saying. So let me know what you guys are thinking about that. Angle, reportedly contacted about a Royal Rumble appearance. As of today, he's letting people know that he's going to be back with the WWE in April. What does that mean? And do you think that Angle will be back with the WWE as far as the video game goes, and then a return to follow to active competition after that? Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. I'll be back with Off the Script tomorrow. We're going to go over the top 10 matches of WWE for 2016. We're going to have a Loot Crate unboxing. We're going to go over a ton of shit. Rumors that Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker now, according to Meltzer, is in the tentative plans for WrestleMania. What the fuck is going on right now? These rumors are running crazy. Unbelievable shit. We're going to go over all of it on Off the Script this weekend, so make sure you guys tune into the channel tomorrow to watch Off the Script episode 150. Until then, I'm JD. Like I said, hit that thumbs up. Check the description for anything that you missed, and I'll be back tomorrow with Off the Script. Until then, enjoy your days, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning.